Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there. Oh, you know what that means, kids. It's that time once again. She's a little bit salty.
He's a whole lot of petty, and together we're the Salty and Petty Show. Choke on it.
And yeehaw, it's time for that pop culture roundup.
Oh no, Russell's gotten to him.
This is not Mountain Dew.
I don't know, man. I can't see what's in the cup. And that doesn't look like a Capes and Lunatics cup. Get that Captain America shit out of here, bro.
Oh! There.
Oh!
Crack an egg on it. All right, kids. So yes, this time we're going to talk some pop culture. We're going to go all around the world of pop, all around the universe of pop culture.
You want to talk about the Oscar nominations first?
I don't care if you want to. Sure.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to be that person, but
Yes, you do.
Ryan Gosling carried that fucking movie, and we know it. Like, I think Greta Gerwig deserved, but not Margot Robbie. No tea, no shade.
I mean, as someone who hasn't even seen probably the last person who hasn't seen the Barbie movie yet, he's the only one I see the people talking about from that movie.
Well,
That's the name that keeps coming up.
Well, to be fair, I think the message of the movie went over a lot of people's heads. Like, they see it at a surface level. Oh, it's a feminist, white feminist take on it. And, and I think that they were so hard with that messaging that the only response to it was, hey, man, Ken's trying to overthrow the matriarchy. Yay! I think it went over a lot of people's heads. And Ryan Gosling is charming and endearing, and he's been in the business so long, and everybody said, he should have got it for La La Land. I don't agree with that. So the Oscars are very much about fixing the past. So you might get a Oscar for a movie in 2024 because they snubbed you in 2020 in 2010. When you look at like the Lifetime Achievement Awards and stuff like that. So I definitely feel that's a hint of what's going on. But he carried the movie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm grateful for Margot Robbie. Like, I love her as a producer and all these things. And in some roles, she is very great. But like, as she's gotten older, she's picked really kind of terrible leading lady things. Like, I think she should have got a nom for I, Tonya, personally. But this is what I mean. Like, Barbie movie is not her best work. It's just not.
Well, I mean, is she looking for another, like another Harley Quinn?
I think that kind of also ruined her reputation. And then that whole thing with what was that
She wants to
Babylon. Well, she's a brand. I mean, she's the latest it blonde girl. Just like Jamie Presley before her, and so on and so forth, all the way back to Marilyn Monroe, who wasn't even a real blonde. So
I don't know. Sydney Sweeney's nipping at her heels.
We'll see.
Oh,
acting wise, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm just saying, you know how.
Again, Sydney Sweeney is just this generation's Amanda Siegfried. Like, the list goes on and on. We can take it off. No, she is literally.
I know. But I mean,
where she starts in teen dramas and she becomes beloved and she goes on to do all these great movies. But where's Amanda Siegfried now?
I'm just saying,
she's doing Mean Girl. She's doing Mean Girl commercials at Kohl's. It's Hollywood's fickle.
I was about to say, how those certain segments of Hollywood are going to be like, oh, hey, where's the next younger blonde? Yeah,
it is what it is.
But you don't think there's going to be an Oscar nomination for Madam Web?
I saw the special effects, not even for special effects. Where superhero movies can really get in and be like, hey, we're Oscar nominated, or we're an Oscar winner. In the nobody's really pushing the boundaries because everybody's too obsessed with cheap AI generated green screen schlop right now. Like, my favorite thing as a kid growing up in California was going to like pop culture museums, or like seeing like artifacts and things like that from like great movies, like the props and the dressing, and like now all that is screen. We're not gonna have that anymore. It's
Uh-uh.
crazy to think.
I know.
So yeah, like it's really sad, and like I'm glad that I grew up when I grew up. It might have its problems, but like at least my nostalgia is my nostalgia. Like these
Mhm.
kids are like they like that's the thing. Like these kids don't really have. I feel like the younger Gen Z and Gen Alpha don't have their own culture. They don't like all their aesthetics and everything that they do is everything that came before them. They truly have no original ideas
Oh
left.
yeah, because everything's a remake of something that's come before.
And it's just so sad. It's like they're like, oh,
Mhm.
clean girls got it. I'm like, baby, brown girls have been doing that forever. Oh, agua fresca. Why are you taking things from Hispanic culture? What are you doing? Get your own shit, man. And they don't. They can't. It's crazy. And they go through the trends and the cycle so fast. That's why it's like advertisers have gone back to like millennials and Gen X. A, because we have slightly more money, not much, but slightly more. And B, there's something you can actually pull from, and we're kind of more loyal, despite millennials being branded, oh, we destroyed this industry. We're not brand loyal. That's kind of not true. I still rock with Arby's and Taco Bell. I'm just saying.
I know. I know.
So we like what we like, and we're kind of unapologetic about it. And they at the drop of a hat, they'll they can't. Plus, they can't market to Gen Alpha, especially because their humor is post postmodern humor, which is not funny. I said it. I don't know who needed to say it, but I said it, and I'm not. That's not being me being old and grouchy. It's just
Oh my.
it just makes no sense. It's like core is just Dadaism without the authenticity. Like it's a whole thing that I just like do you. I'm not mad about it. Every generation has to have that thing, but I just feel bad for them because like the culture's not giving them anything to cling on to, so they're nostalgic for things they never even knew about. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, that SpongeBob is still on for God's sakes. I mean, Grey's Anatomy is still on. Like, where are the kids 90210s?
Law and
Where
Order.
are the One Tree Hills?
I know. I know.
Like, I mean, there's no more like even there's like they're trying to do away. Well, they've done away with the tween phase, so that's not a thing anymore. They're basically doing away with teenagerhood as well. Like, you just go from dressing in lace socks and dresses to like whatever the hell's on Shein. Like they have Shein kids now, and I'm just like, I would never let my kids dress like that personally, but to each their own. It's so weird. Like again, my hashtag, if you're not watching on YouTube, is late stage capitalism because this is the problem with pop culture: late stage capitalism.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Being a consumer is your whole personality. Like, look at the Stanley Cups,
I mean, big business ruins everything.
which is just the new Hydro Flask, which is just the new now Gene, so on and so forth. Again, they don't have anything.
Yeah.
I mean, politics is basically pop culture at this point, and it has been for quite a while.
I mean,
I mean, since I've been a voting age adult, politics has been pop culture.
if pro wrestling counts, then U.S. politics count.
Okay, so yes, thank you for saying pro wrestling. I need people to stop saying it's fake. It's scripted. There's a difference. They are actually putting their bodies on the line. Like
Yeah.
back in my day, like Stone Cold Austin threw his whole quad out.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
real. He was out. They created a story around it, but that actually happened.
it's stunt work. It's like any TV or movie. It's like they are
Exactly.
physically doing stuff, but it's all planned and written out. Yeah.
Who's gonna win? But just like your football team, like come on, the Chiefs. Somebody didn't write that. I'll wait.
I know. I know.
Like I was what playoff game was I watching? I think it was the Lions and the Buck. Oh, that game was told like you could see the calls a mile away. What they're gonna do? I'm just saying, it's just they're not even trying to hide it anymore.
No,
In the
no.
story.
Even my son Luca, who's 10, he's like, yeah, it's probably fake. I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah. Hmm.
Anything that makes money has strings being pulled behind
That's
it.
what I was
Just
gonna.
period.
That's the big thing. Why I think it's rigged, because it's like how much betting and how much money is involved in that
Now, I
whole
don't
thing.
think that was always the case. I will tell you,
I
when I
know.
started, it was the dream team, the Olympic dream team. That's when they really started just being like, you know what? We can make a narrative. We can make money.
But once they realized how much money was involved, you think they were going to leave that to chance?
Exactly.
No.
And if you really want to get into it, I mean, you know, Organized crime. Our government's the biggest organized crime organization in the world.
Well,
Don't at me. It's true.
especially between 2016 and 2020. Anyway,
Oh no, since the founding of this country. But like, I don't want to get into that. But like, yeah, it's a joke. It's such a joke. Like, I just don't take anything seriously anymore. It's like all into self-sustaining and doom prepping, but fuck it. I just want to watch the world burn. Like, they're not trying to hide anything anymore. It is so crazy. And that's why we have a lack of like pop culture. Like, and I think that's why a lot of people are actually like nostalgic for 2016. I feel like that 2012 to like 2016, maybe even 2018 era where like big business was subsidizing like your lifestyle. Like you could get a Lyft or Uber ride for $2. You could get an Airbnb for 10. You know, they were really subsidizing it just because they were like, you know, the interest rate was 0. Everybody's just, you know, cap eventualists were really holding up the millennial lifestyle for a long time. And now that that's crashed, everybody's looking around and it's like, I miss those days. That's why. And it's not even inflation. It's just literally they were like they put cabs out of business. They put hotels out of business so that they could be the new cabs and hotels. And now look at the prices.
Yeah. I mean, and again, a lot of things, like we said, too, they were just waiting for an excuse to screw us, and they used the
I will never forgive Walmart for not being 24 hours. Never. If I gotta pay the extra $3 at Target, so be it. But not even Target anymore. Target's on a blockade because they have Starbucks in them. But you know, it is what it is. It's like 5 major conglomerations own the world. It's fine. What are you gonna do?
Okay, I have a question because you know more about gaming than I do.
Okay, are you talking about Pal World?
No, I was gonna say, is it Activision? There was one of them who were, I don't know, one of the higher ups, one of the people in charge were like, "Oh yeah, you know, these people
get used to not owning anything."
Yes.
Yeah, that's every video gaming company. They just said the quiet part out loud. Yeah. So that has a lot to do with not owning your physical media, right? And the transition to cloud services. So it's perpetual money coming out of your account. Like, this is why, like, no offense to Apple people, it's like why I can't get into the Apple ecosystem, because all my friends are always complaining, Apple always trying to take your last $10 for something. You gotta lock your card on them. They just waiting to take your last $10. It's always not. My friends always say it's always $9.99 for something. I don't even know what half the things are that are on my charges. You know, and that's why, you know, they want you locked into that ecosystem. They don't want any competitive other app stores. They charge that outrageous amount because people are gonna pay it, because people want to be in front of Apple specific consumers, because y'all are locked into this eco garden. Where are you gonna go? You can't get it for free on another app at this particular time.
But I mean, just again, this is why we're always harping on, you know, if you should get physical media and stuff.
Well, you can't with video gaming. It's so sad. Like, unless you're gonna go back to retro gaming and have like actual. Well, yeah, they can't just take off the cloud or shut the server down.
Best Buy, all of them. I mean, they're getting rid of all their like physical all the like physical stuff.
Well, even if you get the physical disc, you have to be on. This is the thing. Like, if I'm playing a single player experience, I don't need to be online. I don't need a server. Like, they ruined, I think it was like Payday, it has to be Payday 3, like, where they, and then they're like, yeah, they kind of were like, oh, there's no single player experience with the bots. You have to wait in the lobby. Nobody wants that. People are trash. That's why I don't play Call of Duty anymore, unless I'm playing with my actual friends.
I know that. I mean, that's one of the things I see when I see Luca playing. I'm like, you have to play with somebody else. I'm like,
it's why so many girlies are about cozy gaming on the Switch. Like, nobody wants to be bombarded with garbage people.
But I was
why I play The Sims. And even that's you have to kind of sort of be online for, which is ridiculous.
But I was
so they can microtransact you. That's what it's all about, getting as much cash from you. That's why you have to be online. That's why they don't want you to own it. Where's the money in that?
But I mean, I was just thinking about the comparison today. I'm like, oh yeah, I know they want their money, and you know they want the continuous flow of money, but it's like, yeah, let's take all the video games out of less and less, less places for people to buy them. That works so well for the comic book.
Well, they want you on your Xbox Game Pass, whatever PlayStation's Pass is. Even Nintendo Switch has like 3 different subscription services.
But let's
like,
just
if you want access to Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Nintendo 64, you have to pay like, I think it's like $80 a year.
But less places to buy their games. Yeah, that works out so well for the comic book industry. Let me tell you.
Wow. Direct to consumer always kind of, I mean, for better or for worse, being able to just go to the grocery store and
I
grab
know.
it.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying with the video games. They're going to lose a ton of
But
business.
that's different because the kids are online anyway. They've got their
Yeah,
little
but there were.
V-Bucks and
I'm sure.
whatever's.
I'm sure they were still doing business with people picking stuff up at Walmart or Target.
So
Well,
I really don't. I'm gonna tell you this. I go in. I go into Walmart a lot, and I specifically always go like the way my WalMarts are set up specifically is like the Funko Pops are backed by
yeah,
the DVDs and the video gaming.
yeah, yeah.
And let me tell you, those games, I look at it all the time, and let me tell you, those people are really lazy. No tea, no shade. It's capitalism. Don't let them work you to death. But it's dusty back there. Like it's been the same 6 video games in those back cabinets collecting dust for about 2 years. So I get it.
Yeah,
People don't want to go anywhere. If you can download it from the comfort of your own home, why wouldn't you?
yeah. Well,
You don't own it
yeah.
technically. And like that one Xbox, that's why I really couldn't get behind that one Xbox where it's like digital only. It's like, why would I want that? And
And
I bought a game for like my my godson, and it was like wasn't in there. It wasn't actually in there. It was just the box with like the code. I'm like, what the?
yeah.
I was flabbergasted.
I mean, again, that's fine, but then it's like again.
Like, why even waste the plastic at that? But that is the criminal part.
I know. Just make it like a little envelope or something. Yeah. Why are the 90s back? Noel says it is that every genre ration of 40-somethings pass their childhood down to their kids.
No, it's because advertisers are lazy and they don't want to come up with anything new to push to the kids.
Well, and again, too, I mean, yeah, and they're all they won't take chances on anything new. It's like, oh, hey, everyone knows this, so let's remake this, or let's.
Which it's kind of backfired on Hollywood. Hollywood's gonna have to figure something out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Because I mean, like, think about it. Barbie and Oppenheimer were the biggest grossing movies of 2023. That should tell them something, but yet we're gonna still have
none of
slop of Marvel.
No superhero
DC movies.
no superhero movies.
Don't disrespect Sony like that. They're the only ones holding the superhero genre down in 2023. Well,
no, I was going to say in 2023, no superhero movie, no big sci-fi movie was the big.
People are sick of it, but they can't read their own. Well, that goes without saying. That literally goes without saying. But for those of you that don't know, yeah. It starts as street style before corpse get a hold of it. But again, the kids aren't generating anything new.
Oh, Noel said, yeah, 60s were big when he was a kid. Well, wasn't it the 60s? Oh. I'm kidding.
Treat him like Ray. He's not a patron. He doesn't deserve that kind of privilege.
Oh, they're called Ray Old. Sorry, Ray. We love you and your money.
Well, yeah, because that's how it goes. It's like your parents' style. Like in the 80s, it was like the 50s. In the 90s, it was like the 60s/70s. Like as like that nostalgia for like the older people.
Yeah, but it's like you had your nostalgia. I mean,
but
again,
then you had your new stuff.
Maybe I'm looking through rose-colored glasses, but yeah, we had the new stuff too.
But is anything truly new though?
I mean,
like, what is it? Like, what do we call when I was growing up? Flares are just modified bell bottoms, right?
I guess, but I get maybe things just evolved, but I'm just like MTV. I mean, you didn't have music videos before that, but I guess was it just?
I mean, you kind of yeah, the technology really was.
But it was just technology advancing, where it's like, oh yeah, the stuff you listen to on the radio now they make videos for it. Like,
yeah, America was a little late to the video game, but yeah. I mean the music video. Like,
yeah.
Europe had it like I think like 2 or 3 years before we did. Like late 70s. It was those terrible like concert videos though. Nothing like Michael Jackson.
Noel said you had music videos in
Is that called American Bandstand? Is that what you're referring to?
Oh my. I was gonna say, yeah, but they didn't have like a focused channel though.
Yeah, a focused channel.
MTV was
just
music video. Well, duh.
Oh, let's not even get into the advent of the 24-hour news cycle and how that's affected us as a society.
Was that the other thing too that like kind of killed MTV, where it's just like, you used to be able to make money just
well, YouTube killed MTV.
Yeah, and just you used to be able to make money off your albums. Now you have to tour if you want to make any kind of money.
Well, that's when the artists were always making money. Like they've never made money off their actual physical sales, if you know the structure.
Yeah, but it's even worse now, isn't it?
He said, actually get into the 24-hour news cycle. I mean, I know it's been around since like I think CNN was like either
Was
was
it?
it 1980?
I was gonna say it was the 80s, or I
I
mean,
know it was like either like yeah, hold on, it was like early 80s, I think.
I thought it may be late 80s, but yeah, I mean,
No, it was around for a while. Yeah, 1980. I was right. I know that because I used to be a little bit obsessed with the news cycle. Well, and it started, I think, for America, it really truly started with the Desert War, the Desert Storm, where they were
oh
broadcasting
yeah,
that all the time.
yes,
And
yeah,
like we've always kind of been in political turmoil since that point.
yeah.
And so like your doomsayers and your preppers and things like that are always kind of watching it. But it did start off as unbiased as news can be. But then like we get into the MSNBCs and the Fox News, and it's the commodification of your news and being in your own bubble, and that not that's the shifted internet, and that's where we get to all this divisiveness.
Oh yeah, I
And
mean, as much damage as the 24-hour news cycle
like
did. Yeah,
I miss Walter Cronkite. What was it? Absolutely, we're Americans. They are allowed to sell us propaganda. So yeah,
yeah,
all our news is propaganda, but at least it wasn't as in your face and decisive and divisive as it is now. Like
yeah.
at least they tried to hide it. Like I said, they don't try to hide anything
Yeah, well, that's the
anymore.
thing with social media and everything. It's like I don't know. I'm like,
You can be in a bubble.
when did it
You
become
really
ever?
can.
I used to be. I'm like, when did it become such a hellscape? I think it's always been a hellscape. We just weren't aware of it.
Yeah, and like I tell this to people all the time. Like I really hate the culture of vandalism that Elon Musk has wreaked specifically on Twitter. Like it makes me so sad because like people are actually using that for their political movements
For
and
their
things like this.
new,
Now he's in bed with the Russians and the Saudis, and you can't do that. You can't use that anymore. And Signal can only hold everybody's back for so long before they figure out how to do that, which I'm pretty sure they had due to APNs and stuff like that. But it's just really sad. It's like, oh, it's America's town square. Well, not America, the world's town square, right? What's going on in the world? And now it's just like all you see is like really crazy Nazi propaganda on there.
Knowles studying the troubles in Northern Ireland.
Oh well, they're a canary in a coal mine, obviously. No, truly, truly. Um, Again, like I said, white people hate everybody, even other white people.
True. Oh my god, it's just so weird. Like, oh my god, politics. I mean, Trump won in New Hampshire. I'm like, isn't he like about 2 seconds from going to jail or up on charges?
Oh, babes, they'll never,
I
they'll
know, but
never.
I'm like,
Look,
how,
I promise you this, and this is why like I don't really like spending a lot of time in the states or at this particular juncture. If Trump goes to jail, the country's gonna burn, and they kind of know it. January 6th will be nothing. All the crazies will pop out of the woodwork on
I
that
get
one.
it. I get it. That's why it surprised me they haven't cut a deal with him. It's like, you know what? If you go away quietly, yeah, we'll let you get. Oh, it's.
I think the crazy thing is, I think Nikki Haley is gonna be the nom just out of nowhere because
Oh, it seems like they without.
they really are pushing for Nikki Haley because Trump's a loose cannon that he can't clearly he cannot be controlled, right? But they have to like bend the knee to Trump for some weird reason, and I'm just like, we already saw the Epstein list, right? So
Yeah.
what else are we hiding here?
Well, that's like what was it last week Saturday Night Live where that what's his face who they say is probably gonna be Trump's running mate. They're like, he tried to, he called it
He
for
tried Pence.
his last guy to hang, right? You know that he turned on him, right? You know that.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
No.
I don't think he could tolerate Nikki Haley, honestly. I don't think he wants a woman in his cabinet at all.
Oh no.
That would be the 50.
If you're Trump, I mean, women are good for one thing, yeah.
Grabbing him by the
Oh yeah. Everything
I've
he,
just never. I don't think personally, me. I don't think in my juvenile
Superior
humor
puss.
has recovered from having a first lady that's actually been in Playboy. So, like, I just don't think my psyche's just never recovered from it. I'm gonna be totally honest.
just new to
Yeah,
do.
politics is the best thing going right now. It's weird because like I watch a lot of YouTube, right?
Yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. Noel. Yeah. I forgot his name, but yeah, from
Well,
South Carolina.
everybody kisses Trump's ass at this point in the party. And I can't figure out why.
He-
What does he have on these
I
people?
know he must have a lot of dirt.
It's like, okay, I guess I have to word this very carefully.
Oh my.
So anybody that knows anything about anything, right, in politics, everybody has dirt on everybody. And it's just when you choose to use that ammunition, right?
Well, Trump ain't gonna hold nothing back, especially if he thinks he's 2 seconds from jail.
Yeah, he's literally a loose cannon that they can't control. Like that 2025, that 2030 plan that they have, he's not gonna go with that. If he had his way, he would totally be a dictator. Like, are you crazy? He's gonna chop your heads off. He's gonna turn on you too.
I mean, look what happened the last time. You think he's gonna he's willingly let go, even if he does get to an end of a term?
Yeah, it's like he can only have one more term. So what do you think that means? Like, I just don't understand like what they're afraid of. Just
Okay,
get him out of there.
here's my question: if he doesn't win again, because Biden beat him last time, if he doesn't win again, is he just going to keep running and running until he either gets in or he dies?
Well, I don't think the stuff he made up about Cruz wasn't true. I just don't think it was. I think there were other things that he had to bow out of. At least he got DeSantis out of there. He can finally take those high heels off and rest his feet. You know.
Oh.
Shout out to my governor. Anyway.
Oh man,
it is bad when you miss Jeb Bush. It is bad
when
you miss Jeb Bush, man. The world is on fire, and there's flowers blooming in Antarctica. If you know, you know.
Oh yeah, oh my god, I saw the most terrible statistic. What is it? They were saying there's never been every year since was it the 60s or 70s? It's like every year's been hot, like a hotter than average year. We've never had a colder than average year in like 50 some years, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Elon Musk is giving up on going to Mars, so I don't know what to tell you, kids.
Well, I saw somebody online were saying, you're like, oh yeah, kids, don't worry about all these billionaires going to space, because they're like, just the International Space Station, like, you know how many people that need to run that, and how much has to go right just to keep astronauts up there for like months or whatever. They're like, yeah,
oh
no.
My god, that is terrible. Actually, Minnesota is basically Canada.
Oh yeah, it's February, May. I mean, it's 53 right now here in Pittsburgh, and again, it's the end of January.
Yeah, it's scary. Like I said, California got a hurricane.
It's the swings. This time last week we were waiting for snow, which we got a couple inches, but now a week later it's 53 degrees. Yeah, I know. No, I mean, no. Back when I was a kid, it wasn't 50 at this time of the year here.
If it was like a fluke.
Yes,
like a total fluke, not consistently.
Yeah, maybe like a one-day fluke, but I mean, it's like, what was it? Yesterday, today, and tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 50s.
That's crazy.
I know,
and it's actually cold in Florida, so.
Yeah,
they're like I would say like it's not winter, but like our winter is basically like your guys' spring, where it's like rainy all the time, and it hasn't hit 70 in a while. So
I mean, did you see all that flooding in California?
Yeah,
they went from like
that's
drought
infrastructure. Yeah, that's more of an infrastructure thing.
Yeah, but then they go from a drought to just get hammered.
Well, they should be able to take the rain if they were if they had proper city planning. But that's
oh yeah, I mean, I think they said, is it tomorrow or is it next week?
There's tons of farmland in California. There's especially that specific part of California. There's no reason they should be flooding.
Well, that's like Pete Buttigieg is coming here soon, because like they're looking for
baby, we are. Enjoy your time.
Yeah, we are too. No,
here for a good time, not here for a long time, kids. That is my plan at this point.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be 40s. Yeah, when it drops out of 50s, it's supposed to be 40s here for a while too. Yeah, it's
really sad that we've destroyed Mother Nature like this.
I know.
It's the only one we have, despite what the millionaires and billionaires think.
Again, I keep harping on it, but it's like, okay, let's, for the sake of argument, say there is no global warming. Even if that were the case, what's the harm of like treating the planet well?
We healed the ozone once.
It's our home. Again. Yeah.
I mean, our oceans are. We're filled with microplastics at this point. So.
Oh my god, we'd probably be dead already if we hadn't taken a break in 2020.
Honestly, that's what I feel like. I feel like the orcas need to get to work. We need more orcas destroying ships at this point.
I feel like the Earth was just like, no, it's 2020. I was like, slow down, kid. Nah.
Well, yeah, 2021, 2022 weren't any better.
We aren't going to freaking Mars. Yeah, well, yeah, no. I mean, again, I mean, for like deep
Bitch, we
space,
didn't even go to the moon. Like, be serious.
look to Star Trek for deep space exploration. We need world peace, and we ain't
We
nowhere
don't
near.
know what's at the bottom of the ocean. We're not going to be
I know.
serious.
And we would need we would need one united planet, and that ain't
No, we
gonna happen.
wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. What we would do is kill everybody else, take their resources, and get there. So it's like, is it China or is it America? Who's gonna kill everybody else to get to Mars?
And that would take. And we can't. That's the thing. We can't even get a unified country. Any of these countries. So it's like that ain't happening.
Oh, if we said we were going to war to China, yeah, we could probably.
America.
We could probably. That'd
Yeah.
be the only way.
Could we beat them? No, they're still. Oh,
We just
no.
bomb them and then
Well,
leave. That's what I'm
well,
saying.
if you're not on social media anymore, I mean, you could throw out any opinion. I don't care how tame you think it is. There will be someone who will disagree with you. You will
Oh,
never
yes.
get a consensus on anything.
Listen, you can put a video up of a puppy playing with a fluffy chicken, and somebody's gonna have a negative comment. Oh, that's not a real puppy. That's not a real chicken.
How dare
that
they?
dog's ugly.
How dare
Stop exploiting your dog for clicks and views.
that dog might kill that chicken? How dare you? I know. Noel says he's voting for China.
I mean, honestly, that's my particular vote, but I think we just bomb everybody and just get out of here.
Well, that ain't gonna work because you bomb someone. There's gonna be enough time. They're gonna get their nukes in the air, and ain't no one coming out.
Oh, sweetie,
what?
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh,
we're in a post. Technically, we're in a post-nuclear option here, which is even worse. Yeah, it's getting dire. So it's just like I'm just here for a good time, not a long time, because everything's a mess. There's actually more than just the Ukraine and the Israeli Gaza war. There's like I think something like 80 other conflicts that are even like and like out of those, there's like 5 more that are actually worse than the Ukraine and what's going on in Gaza. So. But we don't talk about that. We don't talk about the Congo that's also having a genocide. We don't talk about a lot of things.
all right.
We need their resources. That's why they want to keep you comforted and distracted, which they're not doing a good job on. That's my whole point. Like pop culture, like when we started Capes and Lunatics, like was like God, you can go 2 minutes without something interesting happening. Yeah. Now look at us. Like I'm just looking at the news. It's just all politics and war. That's nothing real interesting. The Oscars.
That's the thing. It's like, yeah, if you're gonna dick us over, at least give us good pop culture to distract us.
And I think it might be like I said, I got off of social media just for my mental health because it's a dumpster fire.
But again, so to pop culture, just like everything else, eventually they're like, oh, we're making so much money, we can barely make even more. Let's cut some corners, and it's just
let's cut some corners and give them ads. Let's make them pay for the oh baby, I am not paying. Look, Zuck learned his lesson.
I know that's bull.
That's why he created the meta virtual reality headsets and all that stuff. That way he can charge you for social media, but it's not your main social media.
I mean, they've been training us our whole lives. It's like basic cable. You shouldn't even be getting commercials because you're paying for that.
Well, just imagine how much we'd be paying if we weren't paying for the ads.
I know.
Subsidized, which is why streaming is so crazy. It's like, baby, I will go back to the high seas in a heartbeat. Okay.
Well, that's what even like the most basic of basic cable. Like you could have like all your nudity and swearing there, but it's like they won't do it because they're afraid of driving away advertisers.
That's exactly what it is. And it kind of reminds me of my not my 2 favorite companies, but like the 2 major like let's go into toys. 2 major like fashion doll brands, right? You have Mattel, who is Barbie, and then you have MGA, who's like most known for Bratz and like Rainbow High and other things like that. Now, MGA is a private company, so they do crazy things and they can do the more diversity and high-end stuff and at a cheap price because they're not beholden to stockholders.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like you get your premium cable, the prestige stuff, and voila, you've got your marketing. You don't have to worry about the advertisers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Twitter. It's always Twitter.
Oh yeah. And again, it's like, yeah.
Instagram drove me off with all those damn shopping ads back when they started all that, and I haven't been back since. Pinterest, oh my god, I tried to maybe I'll just make a mood board. Pinterest is full of ads and crap now too. I'm just like, what the hell happened to interest.
Weird trend I've noticed on X or Twitter. I mean, because I'm just on.
Nope. Yep, Twitter. We
I
did
know
meet.
I'm on Twitter. Yes, it says because I'm just on there posting links to these shows. But no, it'll be like I don't know if it's like second account or something. All these like OnlyFans girls that they'll have somebody or another account say, "Oh, who is this?" And then they'll chime in, "Oh, it's me," and here's where you can get my OnlyFans. It's like, oh,
I don't get ads on Facebook, but Instagram I used to, which is why I stopped using it. I watch way too much porn openly without like incognito windows and stuff for Facebook to even try to attempt to advertise to me.
I
It's
could
true.
I could all I
That,
could all
that's how you fix it. Just
yeah.
watch porn without your incognito window, and you will not get ads. I promise you. Or use DuckDuckGo for your searches.
I know because I'll look at comic book stuff and I'll get, oh hey, here's some Marvel T-shirts. It's like, oh jeez.
Yeah, and that's crazy because like Amazon doesn't even try to advertise to me on Facebook. Like I'd be looking at my friend scrolls and it's like an Amazon
Oh
ad
really?
every other second. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
I'll get
think that
it.
that's really hilarious that I watch that much porn that it drowns out the chance to even have an Amazon ad.
I believe it. I believe it. It's you. I believe it. Oh hey, did you see? Was that like in the last day or so? Another porn star passed away. Was it Jesse Jane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about that time for that particular. And I mean, not to be rude or anything, but it's kind of like this cycle. Like they get too old where they can't work, or they get.
What are you saying? It's just depression, or
Yeah, it's like it's like if you had like if you were lucky enough to have like your great grandpa, or if your grandpa like was older when you were a little bit younger, you know how like they retire, they get depressed because they had something to do every day, right? It took their mind off, it kept them active and healthy and alert, and then you kind of take that away. Or like when if your grandma passes before your granddad, they
yeah.
tend to kind of wither away even faster,
Oh
that kind of thing.
look at
That kind of thing.
Noel says and hooked on big time drugs.
Yeah, that's true. And then the drugs weren't even that good back then. They were not as pure as they are now. No. Unless you go back to the 50s. I'm talking like the Ray Charles era.
Yeah.
That was actually a little cleaner, and then it gets really dirty, and then they just started cleaning up the drugs again.
And
So
I always say it's got to be hard, like porn, just because it's like everyone sees every single inch of your body, and it's just people see you at just in the most vulnerable
if you
moments.
think the blonde of the moment in mainstream Hollywood is bad, especially now and like porn, like with all the like cam girls and the OnlyFans and all of this and
Oh
all of
yeah,
that,
there's probably there's more competition than ever, right?
yeah. And it's like, what happened to the plot? Like Vivid, I don't even think Vivid's making money at this point. It's just too much free porn at this point.
Now it's either just like having sex with family members or oh hey, let's find the teeny tiniest girl we can find, and how many black guys can we get her with? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she was only 44 too.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. But then also a lot of plastic surgery, so
Oh,
that takes a toll on you. Listen, like I said, I'm in theory I'm all for OnlyFans. Farm to table porn, my favorite. I can directly hand you the money. That is my favorite thing. Um, I don't like big business getting. I like that. That's kind of the thing. If you know anything about the porn industry, right? Like it is very exploitative, and the performers actually don't make that much money. They have to do all this side stuff, like they have to go to like strip clubs and do tours and sell their panties and socks and
farm.
yes. I think I've said that actually on my
Oh yeah,
actual Facebook feed. I'm like I'm all for farm to table porn.
I've heard you say that many times. Yes.
But it's just so unfortunate that it doesn't help like the older ones. They're just kind of stuck in that cycle.
Mm.
But hey, the government gets to tax it, so it's right versus like a brothel, whatever.
Well, that's what I always say. I'm like, I mean, I know all these holy rollers will be against it, but I'm like, just decriminalize like prostitution. It's like then you can have you can make money off any sex worker would have to buy some kind of like license or whatever.
Yeah, that's what they do in Vegas. But also
Yeah,
Amsterdam does have a unionized sex worker
right.
program
And then you
where
can
they're safe and they make
you put down
you get the test all the
yeah,
time
be
to
like
work and stuff.
if you want your license, you have to get tested every however often.
Yeah. Actually, I find it really, really interesting how they do it in Vegas. It's well, not Vegas. It's Pahrump, which is a completely different county. It's like what is it, like 2.5 hours away from Vegas? But they always just say Vegas because let's be real. Sorry, Reno. Nobody cares about any city but Vegas in Nevada. Sorry, Reno. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, if you took a poll, if you asked what's the first thing you think about when you hear Nevada, I'm sure everyone's going to say Vegas. Most people are going to say Las Vegas.
Yeah. Mount Charleston. No. You're right.
Who's Charleston?
And why is he getting mounted? We had to get in a dick joke. We had to.
Hey, we had to get it in that dick joke. Laughlin.
Well, yeah. Is that because of that show that was on like NBC or something? Is that why you said that? There was like I think
That's
it was
what
like a
Noel said.
musical or something. No, I know. I was just asking Noel
yeah.
if that's why he knows it. Because that's niche. That's niche as hell. I think that was like the only interesting. But shout out to America Ferrera. Like everybody's worried about like Margot Robbie, but I'm like, babe, somebody did get nominated. 2 people got nominated. So why do you care?
Oh, Noel says
it's because the blonde girl didn't get nominated.
Noel says his uncle has a house there.
Oh, nice. What else?
Hold on.
Mostly just political news.
Oh, you know what? It's probably happened a while ago, but yeah, I just got reminded because I saw something on social media. But Joe Manganiello and Sofia Vergara broke up. Now's your chance, love.
Yes, I know. Listen, nobody's.
Joe Manganiello can get it.
I'm not sad. I'm never sad when a marriage breaks up. If you love each other, you love each other. But like, you can't. She told you she didn't want kids, Joe.
Yeah.
Her son is 32 years old. You're like 43, right? Read the room. She got rid of those embryos for. She don't want no more damn kids. He's 50.
I was gonna say that would be the deal breaker for you, though. He wants kids.
I'm trying to be in a relationship, babe. Here for a good time, not a long time.
No, Lil is on that.
Always.
Oh yeah, she is.
Joe Manganiello can get it.
But conversely, Sofia Vergara is also single. So.
Oh my.
Either way, we win.
Oh my.
Either way.
I think I'd rather see you with her. Oh my lord.
Oh, shout out to her, by the way. She has that show on Netflix, Griselda, which is about like the most famous like drug queen pin ever. I love that for her.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna watch that with the sound off clearly.
Oh my. Oh Lord, speaking of that, yeah, we're like 2 weeks or so away from Madam Web.
Why keep threatening me with that?
Well, we're doing a review. Come on.
I know.
Hey.
Now the question is, how soon can they put it on the high seas? Because I don't know.
I don't know. I was gonna say, did you see? I think Aquaman's already digital already.
Oh, didn't it take 2 weeks between us hens? I feel like.
I don't know, but I was gonna say it's been at least a month and it's already on digital.
Yeah, I think it was digital like literally 2 weeks.
Maybe because I think I did see a member see the commercial at least a week or 2 ago. Oh yeah.
So unfortunate.
Oh, Noel wants a full break. Oh, you're gonna get it, Noel. Don't worry.
We'll just tell the story through screenshots. It'll be our highest rated, just all Sydney Sweeney screenshots.
Oh, trust me, we'll be at 1,000 views and it'll all be Ray and Dave. Oh, I feel like a drug dealer. If I all I have to do is like throw a Sydney Sweeney picture in the chat, and those two are just like, yes, more.
I wonder if we could actually do that. Just get a bunch of screen grabs and just like don't put any words. Just like Madam Web review.
And next, then yes, you put that.
Now that's something I would never do. But fun fact, I have seen people do that at least 5 different times in my lifetime. People literally just recording the movie. Those are not the kind of bootlegs that I like though. I like the actual ones without people standing up in the way.
Yes, yeah. You mean like Jerry would film, not Kramer?
Exactly. Well, like there's different groups that do it, and they get it from like directly from the studio or something to that effect. Like they hack the studio and get the copy.
Well, some of those studios they make it harder now because if they send out screeners, they'll like put the person's name on it they're sending it to.
There's still ways around that.
Oh, is there? Okay. What, just cut out the bottom of the screen?
There's always where there's a will, there's a way.
Or
Oh no.
no one else
No,
will be
it's
there.
Valentine's Day. I'm telling you, there's gonna be couples there.
Oh yeah, yeah, they'll be groping each other, making out. So, yeah, they'll be like, "Hey, where can we go for 2 hours?" Yeah, where we won't be disturbed. Madam Web.
I forget what movie I went to recently, and I was like literally the only person there. Like one other person was like down in the like center seat. I sit in the back, right before the handicap seats. That's my favorite place in the whole theater.
I told you, Luke and I went to see Aquaman. I think there was like maybe 5-6 other people in the theater.
Yeah, there were a smattering of people. I mean, I think it was like me and one other person. It was very recent. I forget what movie.
I can't remember the last time I was in a theater of just like me or just me, whoever I went with. Oh man, I miss that.
I had like the last time that really actually truly happened to me. It was crazy. I remember my mom took me to see Beauty and the Beast. So this is like '92, I think. And there was somebody smoking in the theater. Like it was like a really early viewing. It was just some guy down in the front smoking a cigarette. I'll never forget. It's the funniest shit. My mom had to go, hey, the fuck out of here.
I've never seen like a kids movie and someone's they're just like giant cloud.
The craziest thing I've ever like it stuck with me. Like, why was he there by himself smoking a cigarette or a cigar? Like, was that somebody that worked there? Or we'll never know.
Maybe he was bootlegging.
I didn't see a camera. I just saw the smoke. Maybe it wasn't even a cigar. Maybe it was a funny cigarette. Now that I think.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how I imagine Madam Web. It's just gonna be a bunch of people where they want to smoke in peace, vape in peace. I think they only have like 2 screens. I think they said my movie theater said they're only gonna have like 2 screenings of that, like 2 screens.
Oh yeah, because I think even Aquaman they only had a few screens and stuff.
I couldn't even find the IMAX that it was shot for.
Nice. The kids who worked at the theater.
The projector. It's giving Tyler Durden, bud. It's giving Tyler Durden.
We know this because Tyler Durden knows this. Oh, that's what we need to review one day.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. We've been saying we're going to review Fight Club, but I got to wait on my wife to be available.
Oh, my.
I think she really wanted to review that movie. So if you want to ask her.
Okay.
The other housewife is now literally busy being a housewife for real again. So.
Oh, yes. Did you see that? Yes. Congratulations, yeah. Diane. Yes. Just got engaged again. Yeah. You could see the smoke on the screen. It was all foggy.
Better than getting porn spiced in and having crying children, I guess.
Oh my!
I just got done watching Fight Club for like the 1,000th time the other day.
Really?
Yeah, somebody set off my ADHD and I had to go prove a point. I have this whole theory about like you can't go by the book, right? Because it's very different actually, but it's a whole thing about like how you missed the actual real plot twist in Fight Club. And a lot of people have actually caught on to it, but you have to argue with people a lot of the time to make the point.
See, each of us claim a crown, but there is a little bit of salty in me, and there's a little bit of petty in you, too.
What? The Golden Bachelor? Oh, my God. That is so good.
The Golden Bachelor? Is that what you're talking about, Noel? Because I don't know if you heard a little rant about that.
No. That is MILF Manor.
MILF
Manor, Riz, discuss. Listen. I can't wait till I get old where I don't have to worry about having kids in a period.
Oh my!
I'm gonna go. If you know anything about Florida and old people, I'm moving to the villages and putting a loofah on my golf cart. We're getting it in. Son. Old people don't care about nothing.
Lilith is gonna be wearing nothing from the waist down once she hits that certain age.
A nudist colony for me.
No, oh my God!
Listen, old people, they got it. Like I love watching old people socialize. It was very fascinating.
You just
gotta watch the first couple.
You just gotta watch because I mean, there was that one point, weren't they saying STDs were running rampant in some of those retirement villages?
And you don't care. Everybody's got peoples anyway.
Yeah, kids. When Lilith is an old lady, yeah, it's not going to be her. It's not going to be bad legs while she's walking with a walker.
Exactly. Listen, I told you I only have to make it to 4/20/2069. That's it. That's the only that is the set date that I need to make it to.
Oh my. Russell,
Yoga.
Russell, I'm 30. I fell out of touch with pop culture since I was 12.
No, you didn't, because you still read comics.
Yeah.
You listen to music, right? Or you only listen to the music when you were 12. And I don't blame you if you do that, but I have to stay young, so I have to listen to the garbage. And then you'll find like a cute little gem, but it's very far and few between at this point.
And I guess I should mention, because it is important to someone in this house, yes, Justin Timberlake's new music is out.
No one cares. No one cares. No
Oh!
one cares.
Oh, I have that on. I can play this back for her. Okay.
I mean, honestly, since that Britney Spears thing, no one cares.
Well, I guess she's waiting for him. I don't know. He's doing a tour. She's waiting for him to come here. I'm like,
Oh, you want to talk about modern slang? Well, modern
Yeah.
slang is just AAVE that they try to repackage, which like Riz was actually a joke, just like Fleek was a joke, but like other people ran with it and kind of ran it into the ground and don't even really use it right. And Riz is so like 2021, by the way.
I don't understand modern slang. That modern slang scares him.
That's the point.
The modern slang scares him.
Again, something white people ruin. The word woke, white people ruin, not black people. I don't make the rules. It's true.
I don't think it's
woke was a joke too. Like that is actually
No.
an insult to hoteps. Like y'all just don't understand using the words. That's all.
Old white people ruin that.
No, the kids ruined it too because they actually don't know how the context of it. Like when you see those kids on Twitter, right? That's what they it's just Gen Z saying no. They're stealing it from AAVE and they don't understand it. Oh, that is actually London slang. I know that one,
bro.
Yeah. I love London slang, actually. It's way better than American slang.
I was going to say, my son and all the other 10 and 11-year-olds will go, bro.
Like, it doesn't have the London accent, though. It's if you could probably Google Idris Elba saying bro, probably. And you'll get the vibes. Yeah, shout out to London, by the way. They're making a real big, their garage scene, their dubstep, all that stuff's kind of making a comeback and a resurgence. Good for them.
You know what even... Whoa!
Yes, exactly. She's a Daffy Bird. Yes, cunt. They love to use the word cunt over there. I was born in the wrong country. That's my problem. I wasn't born too soon. I was just born in the wrong country.
You know what's even crazier than like that?
You're having a go at me, mate.
You know what's even crazier than their slang? That Australian slang.
Bubble boo boo.
Oh, Australian slang is boring. It's boring. No offense, Ray. It's boring.
And their koala money. Get out of here.
Also, are you back on the Mountain Dew? Mellow Yellow ain't hitting just the way Mountain Dew does.
That Mellow Yellow you were drinking the other night?
I spend too much money on tobacco and Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I actually understand it. Like, I'm not that out of touch. Like, I know, like, I don't like the way that they use it, or especially like on TikTok and Twitter. But
he's back on the Dew.
As you should be. You can't take a break from Mountain Dew on Baja Blast 20th anniversary. You just can't do it. That's insulting.
That's right. You can't just drop out of the church like that. Little said so. It's like, I'm back on the Dew, man. All right, here's what I wanted to try to do, because I want to try to do an episode like this one day. I'm just like hop on social media and see what pops up. So.
Oh God.
I'm better. I'm on Twitter. Better. I'm going.
I was gonna say you gotta be on TikTok. Like that's not Twitter's for old people, so you're not really gonna get any polls.
Someone must open their mouth. Guess who's trending on Twitter? Chuck Dixon.
Oh shit! Let me see. Well, he could be any reason, honestly.
Oh yeah, he's always complaining about what killed. He's like, what comics died? What killed it? Woke, yeah.
Is it because how comics died? Is that the one we're talking about, or?
I don't know. I'm just going down the.
Or was it something he said on his podcast?
Oh, he's always saying something. Oh yes, I knew that was gonna hit Noel's sweet spot. Yeah.
So what did he do?
Oh yeah, he posted. Yes, he did post it. I just saw it. He posted a fake Nightwing cover. Yeah, it's John Kent and Nightwing standing there. John Kent says, "So I'm bi. How about you?" And Dick says,
Oh, Tom Taylor corrected him. Uh-oh.
"I guess I've only ever hated women. I've ever only dated women, but I mean, look at me. Seriously, look at me. I'm gorgeous and an absolute snack. I've got to be at least a little queer."
Whose fanfic did he steal that from? That's what I want to know.
Do you think maybe it's a thing that he's protests a little too much? Maybe.
He is of a certain generation.
You
You watched Ted yet?
Nah. Oh, like I
You
said,
have to watch Ted.
I've only seen a couple minutes of it. Yeah.
Because there's an episode where, because obviously John's dad's like a Vietnam vet. He's a man of a certain generation, and so he wishes his truck to life, and his truck is basically Donald Trump. Like all his opinions are basically Donald Trump, and so he's like, "Wait a minute, I don't agree with all of that." Again, anti-woke is a scam, y'all. The outrage, the clickbaiting, engagement farm. That is an engagement farm. Y'all you should ignore him because if you click on that on Twitter, he is getting money for it.
And he, Noel goes, quote unquote, discourse. Well, yeah, you know what it is. DC's not returning his call, so of course he has to blame something.
They can't anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah, especially now, all the crap spews out of his mouth. Signal of Doom mascot Chuck Dixon.
I mean, I like his old stuff, but his new stuff. Like I said, until I get those, this is Roundup protocol until I get my stuff signed. Till I get those QAnon comics signed.
What, you're gonna be like in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? You're gonna get Hitler to sign your book? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. I called Chuck Dixon Hitler. Internet
that's a little too hyperbolic.
Make me famous.
His anti-woke thing, it's a scam. It's a scheme. It's giving Joe Rogan in the COVID vaccine space.
Oh, there you go. There's a nice.
It is. Everybody that's like all of a sudden right wing and anti woke, it's a scam. They're trying to make money. They are in their Candace Owen bag, baby. I'm telling you.
Noel Russell gave you your new catchphrase here.
Somewhere Zachary Levi's. What did I do? You gotta be specific. There's too many Chucks in pop culture.
Yeah, well, I mean, we discussed this before too. It's like, yeah,
but think about it. A grown man that goes by Chuck, really? Last name Dixon. I'm just saying. So yeah, my whole point is the truck ended up being homosexual, and that's why he was so grouchy. That was my point of the TED episode.
Oh, nice. Oh no. Okay.
What? You're not talking about electrical vehicles, are you?
No. Ethan Von
Schreiber,
whatever.
I was about to say, hold on.
Yeah, no, because he's another one. Oh man.
Well.
F. Liefeld.
That goes without saying.
Well, his drawing of feet have done that for him, Russell.
I mean, what has Liefeld even done lately? Nothing.
Okay. Hey, Noel. Okay, you ready for this? I say from now on we call him Chuck Dix on.
Oh.
Chuck Dix on.
You can call him.
Wow!
What? No.
Russell! Why? Just because he's an addict, he ain't hurting. Well, besides his family, he's probably hurting nobody. Just because he's addicted to the Marvel Snap. Come on.
Yeah, that's a bridge too far, Russell.
What the F?
We'll see if Ray watches Saudi and Petty.
Oh.
I'm only
joshing you, mate.
I'm only joshing you, mate. Yeah. Well, thank you, Russell. We'll see if
that's the litmus test.
We'll see if Ray listens to Saudi and Petty. Yes. What the F? Yeah, exactly.
What the F?
You. I love how you look up Chuck Dixon. It's like Reddit. What happened to Chuck Dixon?
Well, that's
he's
the thing.
He's on his anti-woke scamming and scheming. Y'all can stop falling for it.
That's the thing. As a writer or just like a person in general, if you don't like adapt with the times, yeah, you the paths
become Frank Miller. You're welcome.
Oh,
you're welcome, Justin. There was nothing to get wet about anyway.
Oh wait, never mind. I mean, Frank Miller.
That's a whore.
Wow. Yeah, F. Chuck Dixon and that whore Lauren Boebert. I think Noel's full hard now. F. Chuck Dixon and Lauren Boebert's a whore.
Wait, you don't like anything he ever wrote?
I mean, yeah, come on, no, well,
Come on, what?
well, Noel's not a fan of Bat. I don't think Bat stuff anyway, because I think that's where Chuck did a lot of his good work was Bat.
Yeah, I was
Bat
gonna
stuff.
say, like, I don't really read any of his other stuff, to be perfectly honest. So I'm just always like,
Well, hey, Russell, didn't Chuck write some GI Joe stuff like maybe Turn to the Century or something?
oh,
When I heard you covering Holy Terror. Oh, Chuck Dixon's Moon Knight. Okay.
oh, okay.
Well, yeah, because I mean that was late '80s, early '90s. They were basically trying to make a Marvel's Batman. Sorry, Ray, but it's true. They got rid of the personalities, and he was
'Cause
basically
he's
just a guy in
lazy.
a cape. Yeah. Oh, no one agrees. Yes. Yeah, like I said, they did. I mean, literally, the stuff that Ray and everyone, that hates that they tried to make a Marvel Batman.
Oh, so since we're kind of on comics, can we urge everybody to go pick up the new Black Armor if you haven't already
Oh
gotten it?
yes, Daredevil Black Armor #3 hit the shops this week, kids. Go pick it up, and then listen to Chichester Chats episode 28, where we'll talk to the man himself about the issue.
He gave us a little sneak peek. It's very interesting.
Oh yes, he sent us the plot and stuff. Yeah, the script. Yeah, so
I can't wait to really talk with him about.
we're gonna talk to him all about that. And
Russell has a confession to make.
I thought we knew everything about you, Russell.
I spend too much money on tobacco and Mountain Dew. I'd let Burt Reynolds my ass.
My mom was
Now he's hey, we're gonna leave Denny O'Neil alone.
Yeah, come on. Even though some of his stories weren't the best, I mean, come on, come on. Denny O'Neil wasn't like that. Come on. I was going to say, and yes, yeah, like you say, go pick up Daredevil Black Armor #3. Go support DG Chichester. He is a good person. Lilith and I know this for a fact. Talk to him every month and behind the scenes. So
talented. So like,
yes,
it's good. I never thought I would see the day that they would actually let him back. Just for like the way that it ended, I just feel like it was like somebody had a vendetta personally.
Yeah, there was some editor or something.
It's like it was just that weird time in comics where they were just trying to like get rid of the old guard and stuff, and it's just really good to see him back.
Well, yeah, because they were going more towards that.
I concur. I don't ever want to think about that.
That Azrael stuff, yes, kids.
There's not enough moonshine in the hills of Kentucky to forget that one, boys.
If you want to know what we're talking about, check out at the end of February, We Are the Night, episode 169. The
Batman podcast.
No. The
Batman, my favorite character.
Podcast. He seems like a very he is no, yeah.
Batman, my favorite biscuit.
Yeah, that's why I do. That's part of the reason Lilith and I have no shame about promoting Chichester, because yes, he is a very nice man.
We do the same thing for Mark. Like really, all the old guard. Mark's a really cool guy. Mark
Wade's very nice. Yes.
Mateus.
Oh, DeMatteis. Oh yeah, very nice. Oh yeah, you'll know if these people are nice if we have them back more than once. Yeah.
It's okay. It's not for everybody, but I like it.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's so funny because everybody's like the story Black Armor. I'm like, y'all were hating so bad on that Black Armor back in the day.
I know. No, yeah, I know. Oh, it's so funny that that Celeste Bronfman interview I just did. Or somebody.
Phil's married to an Italian. He can't relate. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no. My wife loves spicy stuff. Yeah, no, I can't.
He can't relate. Russell, you should be able to relate. Like I lived in Kentucky. Like y'all season y'all food down there. Well, the South seasons their food anyway.
Oh,
the
come on.
Northerners that don't south their food.
I mean, I'm sure Russell's seasoning that possum. Come on.
Exactly. You kind of have to.
No,
little hot sauce, little Laurie's. You're good to
go. But no, I was gonna say it's funny that me and the curry, mate.
See, yeah. It's just the Northerners. I don't know what it is. Like, no one will relate to this. Like, why every single hot dish I've ever had is bland as hell. That is so,
Because
I think that's a Northern thing.
Like really hot stuff, it's just
hot
like
dish is just a casserole for y'all that don't know.
Like the hot spicy is just like the overpowering, right? So with the actual seasoning, it's like going for the specific flavor, right?
Spicy is not a flavor. It's pain. You like pain. To quote the meme.
Look.
Yep.
No, but it's mostly spicy food.
You're just like the pain. That is
All
not
right,
a
all right.
flavor.
All right, ready? Here we go. Noel likes spicy chicken. And my bite guts are killing
Eating it.
because it tastes so good.
I think the spiciest thing I had was like one of those you know that show, like what is it, the last ones where they do the hot sauce challenge on the chicken wing? I bought one of their hot sauces and I was like, oh, never again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like 2.5 million Scoville or something. I was just like, this can't be real. They can't sell this. So yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
hot ones. Thank you. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I like spicy, but not too.
I like their interviews. I think that interview format is so cool.
No, but we were talking about all the comic creators and some of the maniacs. But no, that Celeste Bronfman interview I just did. Again, some of the haters just like, oh, I hate what you do with Mary Jane and stuff. But guess what?
It could be worse. It
the
could
videos
always be worse.
the video is doing very good for us on YouTube. So that's all I'll say. Between the people who loved it,
Like,
and
be
the people
glad
who
they're
didn't.
doing something with Mary Jane, and it's not just like that costume could be so much worse. So much she could be very much Black Cat or worse, Silk. So like, I mean, it's Mary Jane. If you put Mary Jane in like a silk-like costume, the cover alone is gonna go platinum.
Oh yeah.
So
Whoa. Noel says never too hot, but hot as shit for Minnesota. Russell gotta melt your balls that are frozen.
Talk about your Joker nuggets. Jeez, guys.
Wow.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
Yes, for those of you who don't know that's Russell.
Yeah. So
He's cradling my nuts.
wow. Why is that not my drop? But
wow. Wait, who's cradling your nuts? Oh.
nothing to discuss because it's not true. Moving on.
Oh yeah. No, how do you fall in that debate? Yes, Lil says Superman can beat Hulk every time. That's how she date. That's how.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue about it. We've had a whole discussion about it.
Hulk was strongest Marvel. Yes.
Oh, Lauren talk time. We already did the prerequisite. Lauren Bobart can suck it. So
she's the effing whore. What more do you want? No.
Not fair. She's just bad at her job.
No, she's getting.
Well, she is a whore. She's a monetary whore because she works in the government.
No, it didn't. Was there talk that like before she got into politics?
Technically not true. They had 2 crossover comics, so technically not true. And being technically correct is the best form of being correct. We all know that.
And Superman beat Hulk in that Marvel vs. DC from the 90s. So,
which was actually shocking because I feel like
the mullet beat him. The mullet.
It's always the mullet.
That's right.
Yeah, same, bud. Same. Like it's a shtick, but it's true. So
boo, long-haired Superman. Boo.
Batman beat Hulk in that crossover. Well, yeah, I mean,
even worse.
I know, seriously. So Superman and Batman. So you're saying yes, you're admitting Superman and Batman can beat Hulk. Okay.
Batman, my favorite character.
Even Batman.
I love Batman.
Even Batman.
Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman.
And I'm just doing this to play the plugs, right? The dropped, right, guys? Even Batman.
Batman, my favorite character.
See, I guarantee you that bug's way worse than whatever Russell said.
Of course.
That is.
Oh man, I can't believe how lame pop culture has gotten since we started. Like, it is just so.
I know. And just like to bring it back around the beginning, they're killing the gaming industry and that they're driving these young punks to the Marvel snaps,
It was just a really nice package.
Well, you know where my love of Chuck Dixon stopped, right? Connor Hawk.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's his big tipping point now, too, because they made him buy. So, of course, that sent him into a frenzy. Probably because
it's like most people are actually pretty fluid. I'm just saying. They just don't want to admit it, but most people are pretty fluid.
Wait, well, again, you know what it is. The DC's not returning his calls. The minute they threw him some work, he'd be, he'd be like, "Oh, DC is so great," and yes, no, we know.
I always wonder why he didn't try to go get a job with Frank Miller. I wonder if there's like bad.
You would
blood there.
think. I mean, that's the brand. I mean, why not? I mean,
I'm not even saying that. I think Chuck's like rhetoric is way worse than anything Frank Miller's ever said. Personally,
I was going to say, do you think maybe he's even too much for Frank Miller?
maybe.
Your mother's a whore.
Because I mean, at least Miller's getting somewhere. Like he was doing those. I mean, they sucked, but I mean, at least he was doing like those variant covers for Marvel and stuff.
Yeah, and he's got his own company, and that's still doing pretty steadily, surprisingly
Yeah.
well for an indie. So
He'd lap up any work they gave him. Yep, right up off the floor.
yeah, you gonna do it, or you want me to do it?
I don't know. Miller isn't making Nazi comics.
Well, you know, that's how divided America's become. We used to punch Nazis in the face, now everybody wants to be one. So, yikes! I can't talk. I live in Florida. If you know, you know. Yeah, I can't believe the Oscars was the biggest thing because the Oscars aren't even a thing anymore. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Not even the slap heard around the world really boosted the ratings. So.
Yeah.
What was that, like 2 years ago at this point?
Was that last year?
No, that was like 2022, wasn't it?
Oh.
Hold on. Time is an illusion.
That's true.
Yeah, 2022. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Well,
That's
Hollywood does. Everybody's up in arms trying to, you know,
well, yeah, because they want to
be
praise.
Margot Robbie's hero.
They want to
She's
praise.
not going to screw you.
What?
Oh. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Hello, no one.
I don't really watch enough movies anymore to care. So.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I watch movies, but they're like indie movies that are never gonna make the radar and stuff like that. That's where it's at right now.
I mean, it's just
like going to film festivals is really cool if you can.
I mean, it's just a way for Hollywood to party and pat themselves on the back, is what it is.
Of course.
And televise it. You know what? If you want to do that, fine, but don't televise it. Just go in a room and do it yourself. Hell.
Oh, didn't we get a date for the second half of Invincible? I think it's like March something, right?
Oh, I know they were talking about it. I didn't see the specific date, but yeah, we might have. Yeah, because I know they were talking about stuff. You know, it's going to be how crazy it's going to be, and let's see if it's on my app. I'm not. Oh wait. It's say March 14th. It looks like maybe.
Yep. Perfect.
So. Best movie.
Oh, I saw that documentary. Yeah. That's so funny. Fugazi. I like that. You know, if when you grew up in the 90s and they had that whole obsession with the mob back in the 90s, yeah, it's a Fugazi.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna have to do a Sopranos episode too, right? Because what is it, the 25th anniversary or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to talk about the Sopranos. Like it took me a while to get into the Sopranos.
Yeah.
Much like Breaking Bad fans, you doth protest too much. Like when people like say, "Oh, you got it," like I don't want to. When you tell me I got to do something, I don't want to do it.
That's it.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it?
Fugazi.
I mean, I know it's like the punk rock band, but.
Oh yeah, he's Noel's a pronunciation Nazi.
Hold on, I'll set off his ADHD.
Potato.
Tomato. Oh, okay, gotcha. It's whatever that word is when you shorten the words together. It's late. I've been smoking all day. Leave me alone.
Wow.
Well, not really. Vaporizing. A little bit different.
Smoked in Juby.
Old ham slang. Okay.
So yeah. Oh God, pop culture. Boo. Moral of the story: pop culture sucks in 2024. Hopefully it gets better.
Boo! Long-haired Superman. Boo!
I mean, I can't even hate on Marvel anymore because it's like shooting duck, like fish in a barrel at that point. Like they're down and out. They're still doing better than DC, but like they have fallen.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't even feel comfortable making fun of. I feel like I'm punching down at that point. Fun fact, I'm going to go see Cat Williams. I think Sunday the 4th or something like that. One of those weekends.
Oh, you mean the greatest entertainer of all time? He's cured cancer, traveled in time, he can breathe in space. There's that Cat Williams.
Yes. Don't be a hater.
I'll
Killers
love.
always get hated on.
No,
Well,
which
which is it's a shame though because I did want to go see Gary Owen, but he's at like this really small comedy club like the same weekend, and I'm just like, baby, you ain't getting no tickets now. Everybody's canceled their tickets. They're gonna go see Cat Williams. Shout out to Gary Owen. I love Gary Owen.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. So should we
Did
get
you
out?
finally watch all that interview? By the way.
No.
Oh my God! It's only 3 hours, Phil.
It's only 3 hours. Did Dune come out this year?
No.
I also say I don't think.
I don't think it came out. I think it was last year.
No, because isn't the sequel coming out this year or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, because the first one came out in 2021. I think they are due for this one. We can finally get rid of Timothée Chalamet.
Please.
Oh yeah, March 1st. Are you into those movies? I mean, I love the books, but I don't think any of the movie adaptations have been.
I'm not. No, not really.
The best. So, I thought that movie was very long, dry, and boring, which is unfortunate. Something like I guess Lauren Boebert can relate to. Hey!
Oh!
On that note, we gotta leave out on a high note. Give the kids their homework.
Nothing to get wet about anyway.
All right. Well, next time, kids. The next Salty and Petty will take place towards the end of the week and not the beginning because we're going to time it for the weekend of the Super Bowl because we're going to talk about Super Bowl halftime shows.
We're going to rank them, baby. Get your thoughts in.
So.
Yeah. Never more in my life have I felt like time is an illusion than at this post-pandemic thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But the funny thing is, I was so over it that like I'm not even making the mistake of like writing 2023, like 2024 day one. I did not make a mistake.
Oh yeah,
so I'm ready for 2024.
I haven't made a mistake this year yet. If that now.
So interesting.
At this point,
I'm also ready to be done with it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yes, kids. So yes, if you want to share your thoughts on your favorite and least favorite Super Bowl halftime shows or any of the pop culture topics we discussed here tonight, you can always email us, Kate. I know.
I caught you that time.
Hey, saltyandpetty69@gmail.com. And if you know Lilith Hellfire, I'm sure you will remember that. saltyandpetty69@gmail.com. And of course, you can always call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, Podcast Network, episodes, social media, merchandise. Buy a damn shirt. Why don't you? Again, you can just rain the monies on us and with the Cash App link. So
make it rain.
That's right, kids. Make it rain.
Make it rain.
Or, of course, you can always please subscribe to our Patreon.
You can make it hail. Send change too. It's fine.
Oh, damn. So yes, but yeah, subscribe to the Patreon. It's we're doing crazier things over there, like in February when we're going to cover the AVNs, right, Lil?
Oh yeah, I'm very interested this year. It's a definite shakeup. So.
Oh my. So yes, kids. So get on board with that Patreon train because I promised and I have delivered in 2024. Lilith Hellfire and the Patreon are
more vicious and brutal than ever.
Thank you, Drunk.
We definitely got another overrated coming for sure.
Yes.
Like June, just midway year check in.
And you know who we have to get to join us for that, right?
It's me, your old pal, the Owl.
Thank you, Drunk Justin. All right, so find everything on at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
Oh, that's naughty.
All right, speaking of naughty, Lilith Hellfire. Maybe Facebook people can find you. Otherwise,
yeah, feel free to friend me on Facebook. Otherwise, don't forget to download our podcast and go out and touch some grass. while we still have grass and a sun.
Oh, no. Lilith Hellfire's catchphrase should be go outside and touch some grass and smoke some grass.
No, touch some grass and get some ass.
Oh,
That's
nice.
That's my motto.
Nice.
I'm gonna need that on a shirt.
Touch grass. Touch the grass, smoke it, and get. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. All right, kids. Oh, hold on. I didn't do any Lilith Hellfire drops. All right.
Our whole family can suck it.
There you go.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business. Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
One to grow on. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Again, next time, if you listen to this on the podcast, yes, next week, Salty and Petty will be at the end of the week, not the beginning, so we'll time it really close to the Super Bowl. So, the big game.
Who do you think's gonna win?
I don't know. I really don't care. I know my
Who does Luca think's gonna win? Because he's
Oh.
got the more interesting opinion.
I don't know if he picked the winner. He told me the two teams that'll probably be there, but join the same salty time, same petty channel.
Same petty channel.